Hi guys, I'm Lori and welcome to my homestead. Hey, I've been challenged and I've been challenged by Miss Vicky from Vicky's Country Home. And the challenge is hashtag Get Out of the Kitchen Challenge. And it sounded like so much fun, so I said, yeehaw, I'm going to do it because I love cooking outside. But it's very interesting because it also starts out that she wants to know why you would want to cook outside. Is it something you want to do and you love to do, or is it a necessity? Do you maybe live off grid, or has there been a disaster or something happen that you would have to cook outside? So anyways, that's one of the challenges too. So the second thing is, it doesn't matter. The challenge is to use anything that you've got to cook outdoors with, whether if it's a sun oven, a smoker, a grill, or just cooking over an open fire, Dutch oven, rocket stove, just whatever you've got. That's what she's wanting to see. And we would love to see all the different kinds of ways of cooking outside. Maybe you've got a outdoor pizza oven or bread oven or something that you've built. That would be wonderful because I'd love to have one. But anyways, I'm going to cook in a Dutch oven. Why? Because that's one of my favorite ways to cook outside, besides over an open fire. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. And I'm going to be cooking some ribs in the Dutch oven. I think it's going to be pretty good. But, so that's my why is because I love to cook outside. And there has been times here in Arkansas that we've had, electric has went out for a week. We had a ice storm one time where some of us were out for even a month without electricity. So you had to be, set up to be able to take care of yourself. So you always should be able to do this, whether if you live off grid or not. Anything could happen. So we try to be set up if we don't have electric, or you can't get to town, or just anything. You've got a way to cook and take care of yourself. So anyways, I'm going to get started, and I'm excited about this challenge. So let's cook some ribs in the Dutch oven and see how they come out. I think they're going to be really good. So stick with me. Okay guys, this is the rub recipe for the ribs. And I'm going to go over it real quick. I've got 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, and this is that good granulated from California. It's really good stuff. I ordered online from Amazon. So it's 2 tablespoons of garlic powder. And right here is 2 tablespoons of onion powder. And I've got a good blend of chili powder here. There's 2 tablespoons of chili powder. And we've got 2 tablespoons of cumin, coriander. We've got 2 tablespoons of smoked paprika. We've got 2 big heaping tablespoons of brown sugar. I've got, in the middle here, I've got a teaspoon of black pepper. I've got 2 teaspoons of pink salt. Use whatever salt you want to. And I've got 1 teaspoon of ground mustard. And that's going to be the rub for my ribs. So I'm going to get that on mixed up and get them on my ribs, and we'll see what's next. Okay, let's get our dry rub on here, guys. Now I always wash my ribs. I rinse them off because when they slice these bones, them little particles of bones can be on your meat, so I always rinse my meat off. And I'm going to pat them dry. And I did turn them over and take that one tissue that goes down the back of the rib, that white tissue. I do take it off. I peel it off the back of the rib. I don't like it. But anyways, I've got some coarse brown mustard here. Now you can use any kind of mustard, but this is what I cook with. Now for sandwiches and hamburgers and stuff, I use a yellow mustard, but I'm going to use this coarse brown mustard on this, and I'm just going to rub it in good. And you can use any kind of mustard. And it is for taste, but it's mainly to help hold on to the seasoning or dry rub that's fixing to be put on here. But you just, just liberally rub on the mustard. I know this mustard looks kind of weird, but it's good stuff. I love cooking with ground mustard. So just rub it on there good. You can use any kind of good mustard. And this is the dry mix. And you just put it on real good and just kind of make sure you got it on there pretty thick. And just rub and pat it on there. Put you some more on there if you don't think that's enough. And get it on the sides too. Get it down the sides of your meat. Just cover that whole rib with that rub. I love a dry rub on my ribs. And just turn it over and do the same thing. You can see right there on the side where, right here, right there, that's where I pulled off that tissue. That I'll try to get as much off as I can. I'm going to rub this side with a little bit of mustard. I'm about out of it. Just rub it on there good. Pork is one of my favorite meats. It always has been. I prefer it over beef. Now I'm going to put some dry rub on this side too, and I'm just going to rub it in real good and just pat it in there. Just pat it in there real good. And I'm going to let this marinate for at least an hour or two. So one side's done, the other side's done. And I'll be back. There's enough of this dry rub left for a whole nother rack of ribs, so it makes quite a bit. So I'm just going to take it and I'm going to put it in a jar and save it for next time, because you can use it on any kind of meat. So it's a good recipe. Okay, these are 3 bell peppers I cut up pretty thick slices and 2 big onions, and this will be at the bottom of my Dutch oven that the ribs sit on. Okay, this is the rest of your ingredients. You need a little bit of apple juice, some barbecue sauce, and a good dark beer, and this will be in the bottom of your pot too. Okay guys, let's get all of our ingredients in the Dutch oven. Now, this is a 12-inch Dutch oven, and I need the next size up. So really and truly my ribs are going to be kind of cramped, but they'll cook okay. Now in the bottom of my pot, that's where my onions and my bell peppers come in. So we're just going to put all that goodness right down there in the bottom. And this is what your ribs are going to sit right on top of all that. Won't that look good? Okay, I'm going to put in, this is a dark beer, and we don't drink beer, but I use it to make beer bread, and this seems to do really good in beer bread, so I'm going to put about half a bottle down here in the bottom. And besides that, the alcohol cooks off, and beer and wine's really good to cook with, and I don't have no problem with it. So I'm going to put my ribs, I'm going to try to get them in here, and it's going to be tight, but I think they're going to cook up just fine. Yeah, they'll do good. Okay. Now I've got just a little bit of apple juice here, and I want to just kind of drizzle that over the ribs just a little bit, and whatever's left I'm just going to let go in the bottom of the pot. Then I've got some Sweet Baby. This is one of my favorite barbecue sauces, so that's what I'm going to use. I'm just going to shake it up good. Put me some sauce on here. Now you can put as much sauce as you like. Mr. Brown and I don't like it just excessively saucy, because I like to taste my meat. I don't want just to taste a bunch of sauce. So I think that looks good. Besides, when you've got that dry rub on there, it gives it so much flavor. So, okay, we've got our onions and our bell peppers in the bottom. And I may go ahead and just put the rest of that whole bottle of beer in the bottle. Well, I don't know. There's going to be a lot of juice. I think a half a bottle will be fine. I don't want too much juice. And that's all there is to that. So what we're going to do is put our lid on here. Then we're going to get it down here and get our coals on top and bottom and get it to cooking. So we'll be right back in just a little bit and get it going. Okay guys, I'm out here underneath the cooking shed, and I went ahead and set up out here because it's going to take about 2 hours for the ribs to cook, and we could have a pop-up shower anytime, so I thought I'd better go in this shed. But anyways, I've got everything ready down here for my Dutch oven, and even at that I've got a spider in the pan. I don't want to eat him or cook him. So I'm going to find my stuff here. I'm going to put some coals down here. And what I want, it's going to cook about 2 hours, and I want about 350. So I need about 10 coals on the bottom and about 16 on top. And if I start running out of coals, what I do is I'll just put some more on there, because a lot of times they'll burn down. So you want 10 on the bottom, and 16 on top. Let me get these around here where they need to be. So I'm going to place my Dutch oven down here on these coals. And then on top, I'm going to place and I'm going to have to get me some more coals going, some more charcoal going, but it don't take very long. So anyways, we're going to let this cook about 2 hours, and I'll check it for, make sure they're done. They should be. And like I said, if my coals start burning down, I'll just replace them with more coals, and that's all there is to it. So let's let them cook 2 hours, and then we'll come back and see how it turned out. I think it's going to be pretty good. I started to make some more coals because I think after an hour I'm going to have to add some more coals to the top and bottom, so I got them going. Guys, after about an hour, the coals had kind of died down, so I've added a few more coals to the top and a few more to the bottom, just to keep the temperature up to about 350. And if you need to, online, they have a Dutch oven cooking chart, your temperature chart, that's real easy and handy to look at, and it tells you how many coals that go on top and how many on bottom for different size Dutch ovens, and for what temp you need, 325, 300, 350, and the charts they're real handy, and I know you can find one online, so I can't wait for these to get done. Look, guys, man, them look tender. Look at that. Okay, I'm going to take them inside and see what they taste like. They sure do look good. Okay guys, I want you to look, these look so good. And I took some of them peppers off the bottom, onions, and they just cooked up beautifully. I want you to look at this rib. I mean, the meat's just tender and falling off the bone. I mean, this is 2 hours. All you had to do is watch the coals, and you got some beautiful ribs right here. And I'm fixing to taste them. Oh man, that rub is excellent. I use it on just about anything. But that meat is so tender and so good. Yeah, y'all gotta try it. I'm telling you. It's moist. I know that that half a bottle of beer I put on the bottom, it just helped keep the meat really moist. The meat wasn't really sitting down in it, but it made a lot of juice. But that's just really good stuff, y'all. So, it's not just good, it's larping. It is so good. Hey guys, those ribs really turned out good, and they were really tender too. You know, it's really easy cooking in a Dutch oven. It just seems like once you get your ingredients in there and you get your coals on top and a little bit on bottom, and just know how many and how much, and know your temp inside, and you just walk away and it cooks. And I've never had anything come out of Dutch oven wasn't any good. Anywhere from main dish to breakfast to dessert, it's always good. And for some reason, cooking outside, the food always tastes better. So even a hot dog over an open fire, it don't matter. They just really taste good. But anyways, it did turn out good. And it was really fun getting out and cooking under the shed, because it's been a little while since I've been out there and cooked anything. It's been a little while since I've cooked anything in a Dutch oven. And I'm going to start doing a lot more now as it's warmer outside. In fact, it's really hot here in Arkansas. So that's one of the reasons that we cook outside. A lot of people have outdoor kitchens, and they just cook outside because of the heat. You go in there and you heat your house up, and your air conditioner just runs twice as hard. And of course, it's hard on your electric bill, and some people don't even have the luxury of having air. So I can remember growing up, my grandma had a wood cook stove, and she cooked on that thing in the summertime too. So, and we didn't have air conditioner, so it's just whatever you can handle and whatever you can do. But I love this challenge, and I had fun. And so now the challenge is that I get to challenge 2 people, and this really is exciting too. So there were so many that I wanted to challenge. So I kind of just, not really drew one out of the hat, but I just took a lot of things in consideration. So my first challenge goes to Dan at Home in the Sticks. Now I found his channel, and he has a sweet little homestead. And you know, him and his family are just there homesteading, trying to make it like all the rest of us. But I do think he likes cooking outside. So I challenge him. So this challenge is on you, Dan, and I know you can do it. And my second challenge goes to this lady. I watch her cook all the time, and you never see her. So she's kind of, I don't know, maybe she's works for the FBI or something. No, I'm just kidding. No, she doesn't. But anyways, I challenge teasers, pleasers, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I watch her cook, and she does it with such ease, and everything she puts out there is such a good recipe. I mean, she's a really good cook. So it got my curiosity up. If she can cook that good in the kitchen, let's see what she can do outside. And I bet she's going to do something good. So anyways, I really enjoyed this challenge. So if you join in, we hope you do, it's hashtag Get Out of the Kitchen Challenge. And Miss Vicky from Vicky's Country Home started it. And she's got a really good video where she cooked some chicken thighs. I think they were Greek chicken thighs, but it was a great recipe. I'm one just going to devour so bad and eat with her. But and I'm going to one of these days. But anyways, I really enjoyed it. So Dan from Home in the Sticks and Teasers Pleasers, you're the next challenge. So I can't wait to see what y'all are going to do. So everybody, thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. And everybody get out and cook, because food's always better outside. So we'll see you later. Please give me a thumbs up. Please share it. And God bless everybody. We'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.